It's Madden NFL 24, and there's no love lost between these AFC South foes. It's the Tennessee Titans and the Indianapolis Colts, and it comes your way next.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today it's an intra-division matchup in the AFC South, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Indianapolis Colts. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, the Colts coming off a tough year, just 4 wins in 2022. You think that they can compete this year in the AFC South?
I do, because I think it's a wide-open division, brand new head coach, brand new way of doing things, likely a brand new quarterback, and a defense that I think is a little bit on the underrated side. So yes, absolutely, I think they can compete in their division.
Meanwhile, the Titans last year, they were one of those strange statistical anomalies, CD. When you look at their defense, they were the best in football, #1 overall against the run, but worst in the league, number 32 against the pass.
And part of the reason they were #1 against the run, the struggles they had slowing people down through the air, so people threw it and threw it and threw it and had great success. And a team that should have been in the playoffs last year somehow managed to miss it.
And the punter, Rigoberto Sanchez, ready to go, and we are underway from Lucas Oil Stadium. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Well, the Titans ready to take over on offense for the first time, and it is the now 35-year-old Ryan Tannehill who leads them out in his 12th NFL campaign.
Those who expected Ryan Tannehill to go quietly into the night after the Titans drafted Will Levis, well, they clearly don't know this man well at all. He's a fighter and former comeback player of the year and expects to have his best season yet as a pro in this campaign.
The NFL's leading rusher in 2019 and 2020, Derrick Henry. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Meanwhile, Tannehill's throw pulled in by Hopkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Back to throw, Tannehill. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. Here's Tannehill. He's got a man complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain there of 30 big ones.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Tannehill. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Here's Tannehill now on second down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Oh, they go with a tight end carry, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Now the gadget play here on 4th down winds up backfiring. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. So here come the Colts to take over for the first time, and leading the way is a number 4 pick in the draft out of Florida. Here's Anthony Richardson.
The moment Anthony Richardson's name was announced as the 4th pick in the 2023 draft, it changed the landscape and probably our viewing habits with the NFL. He is must-see viewing. Tremendous athlete, not a lot of experience, but the ceiling as high as it possibly can be.
First and 10, it's Richardson. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
A final shot before the half. Richardson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. 0-0 is our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Not too much to show you in terms of scoring plays. In fact, there's nothing to show you. A scoreless tie here at the half. Both of these defenses have been outstanding thus far.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. So no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway? Taken at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And Charles, a scoreless first half. How does that change how you assess things here moving forward?
Well, it doesn't change it a whole lot because, remember, it's still scoreless, which means you're starting from 0 again, so you just have one half to play instead of 2. What I would look at my play sheet, though, and see is something that maybe loosens things up for my guys, gets a smile on their faces, and gets them going to begin the second half.
They'll run with the former Bill, Zach Moss. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second down at 7. Richardson looking to throw this. Throw left side, complete to Moss. And past the 40 before he's goes out of bounds. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
They'll run on first down with Moss. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
So 3 quarters in the book, still no one on the scoreboard. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Richardson to throw it. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the Titans are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
This is 1st and 10. Throwing, Tannehill. He's got Henry.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 46-yard line.
Here comes 2nd down. Tannehill. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Henry. And he is going to be brought down. And now making matters more dire, this is going to be 4th down. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. So it's the Colts who are going to get a chance to win it here first as we're back underway in overtime. This taken in at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Colts set to take over here offensively. They'll start on the ground with Moss. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
The way the game has changed a little bit is that defensive goals have changed in a big way. Nowadays, it's not so much stopping certain yardage or whatever, but it's not giving up big, explosive plays. Anything over 10 yards, you're trying to hold teams below that. When they get one against you, as we just saw there, boy, that really hurts them. It puts them back on their heels a little bit and makes them a little bit less confident.
Richardson dials up the first throw of overtime. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Another nice job there defensively. They've really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face. Good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, they get there and help force some of those incompletions.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's Richardson. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And that play going absolutely nowhere. And now it's fourth down. Well, I know you're toward the middle of the field here, but still, fourth down this distance, you got to punt it right.
That's definitely the first instinct because you say, okay, let's just play some field position, make sure we don't lose the game here, turn it over in a key spot. But if you feel really good about your trigger guy, if you feel great about him, you might want to leave the ball in his hands and let him work his magic.
That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points, and now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really, really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick six, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. One overtime. How about 2? We need another. We're still even. We'll switch sides and have that second overtime in just a moment. Third down and 1. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. Now Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. I know they may want to go for this, but the smart play probably to punt it, even given the field position, right?
In a sense, you honor what they've done all game. And this is a defense that's held the score down, kept it tight, kept you right in it. And they're really jonesing for one more shot. Give it to them. Let them play defense for you and give you a better chance to win the game.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. To return is McKenzie. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Now Richardson. It got his man complete.
Just straight money right there. The biggest drive of the game, a chance to win it in overtime. If they've been saving that play, they sure pulled it out at the right time. A huge turn of events there.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back.
Let's rock and roll, baby. I got you, baby. It's game time.
So it all rests now on the right foot of the kicker, Matt Gay. Now another timeout here called by the Titans. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good. And they have won it here in double overtime. So as it turns out, a 2-play drive resulting in the field goal. The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them?